blanking. Shit.
MNT? Who's MNT?
Monterey.
Monterey. Yeah.
They're away team.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that name. I was gonna say for next season I have a new. I'm debuting a new skin for blocky hockey.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see. I'll refresh the page.
Hi, Drifty.
Okay, it's starting. We're on. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Happy Father's Day to all. 84 degrees Fahrenheit outside, but a lot frostier in the home of the Jets. With the fish out of water and stepping onto the frozen sheet, the Manta Rays look for an upset win in a place they are incapable of calling home. On the Fort Worth side, it's Brunland carrying the weight, with a steaming 12 goals and 1 measly assist on the regular season and 9 games played. Can he keep this up and send the Manta Rays on a plane back to their barn down 1-0? Or can Shoulder XD and the Manta Rays drown the Jets and lock them in the deep depths of the Monterey Bay? My name is Arden B, and I'll be your caster for tonight's action-packed series. I'm joined here by Cryo Justin, and I got one question. What is the main factor in each team leaving this place with a win?
I think it's more or less the poise. Once we get into a playoff series, no matter whatever level it is, I think anyone can agree. And if you're a real life athlete or if you're in here in blocky hockey, the nerves can get to you. Whether you're a favorite or an underdog, it's about having poise throughout the entirety of the game. And whoever has the most poise, I believe, can easily win this game.
Oh, I 100% agree. And, I think another factor is definitely the scoring. I feel like Fort Worth definitely got the edge on that. Obviously, you need to score more goals than the other team to win the hockey game. But if you're looking at their top point scorers here, Brunland is second in points. He's got 12 goals, 1 assist, like I mentioned earlier. Then you've got probably Caption, G-Bot, Molong, all those people. And I think that's what gives Fort Worth the edge over someone like Monterey, like a team like Monterey, who only has Liano, Shoulder XD, and OMG It's Gabe.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, you talked about, their top point getter, Brunland. He's also the leading in NAMHL in the regular season for goals in general. I mean, this guy knows how to light the lamp. So I think if Fort Worth wants to have a command and control of this game, he has to be on his A game as well.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think, every person on the team needs to be on their A game. If Fort Worth, they did end their season 2-2, which they might not be on their 100% A game. And I believe it was Monterey that started their season 1-3, but they bounced back. And I think that's what could give them the edge over the series. This is going to be a very close series. I have it going to 3 games, but, I mean, what are your opinions?
I mean, we're going looking at Monterey as well. I mean, Liano's going to have to be a big factor. Their biggest point getter, 6 goals, 2 assists. I mean, he's definitely been sort of the engine for this Monterey team. So I would hope that he can sort of match with Brunland well. I'm looking at the goaltenders, though. When you have 2 high scorers on each team, the goaltending has to be on point from the beginning as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, if we turn our head to the goaltenders, I believe it's Softies on the Manta Ray side. He's still a solid goaltender, 4th in the Vezina rankings. But is he going to be the difference maker in this series is the question. The Manta Rays have had 4 different goalies along the regular season. That's a lot of goalies to go through. And, if you're Fort Worth and you're relying on someone like Arbear, who was just signed off of the portal, proving that the portal does work, by the way, I think, they might also have the edge on that as well. Like, it's going to be a close series, but I believe that Fort Worth has the better goaltender.
Yeah, I think, but in these situations, I just think big-time players make big-time plays, and I think Brunland is going to push Fort Worth to a win. I think the series is going to go 2-1. I think that's my series prediction here. I think that Fort Worth, I think on the back of Brunland, they can easily win this series, but I think it's going to be a closer one than people expect.
100%. That's my mindset too. I think Fort Worth can definitely get this series win, but I don't think it's going to be a sweep.
It's also really Montgomery is a lot like a really young team compared to Forward Jet that has a lot of veterans like Brandon, Molong, some people like that.
100% as we're going to head down to the ice level, and faceoff drops the start of the NAMHL playoffs. Hosted by JBSN as Liano. He's cutting through the middle. Hit away by Brandon. Birdie. Trying to hit that one up same side for Liano. Liano gains possession. Cutting through the middle now. Blocked by probably Caption. As Brandon's going to send a cross pass to Molong. Molong lobbing it up and dumping it down. Liano now. Hopping up the ice. Into the forward zone. Brandon. Same side pass to Monster as Blue. former goalie for the forward Jets. Birdie. Sending that one out of the zone. As Mullen's going to hit that one back into the forward zone. And now Marshall's blue. He's got a chance. Saved by Softies. Rebound off the iron. Now Brandon in the corner now. Pressured by Birdie. Hit away by Liano in the slot. Birdie up to Liano now. Both teams changing. Probably captured up to Spray. Spray looking for a cross pass to Monsters Blue. He gets it. Monsters Blue's got a chance. He shoots. Saved by Softies once again. Rebound. Another save. A great start for Softies here. As Gabe. He's heading up the ice now. A P3 saved by Arbear. An action-packed first minute and a half here. As Chove. Chove and Spray in the corner. Chove with a big hit on Spray. That rattles him a little bit. As Spray, a hard angle P3. That goes off the iron. Spray trying to come to the middle there. But Gabe regains possession of it now. Gabe hopping up the ice, but blocked by probably Caption. He goes up and pressures Chove in the Monterey zone. Now one's gloved down by Softy, sent into the pizza slice. Chove, behind the 4x6. Chove and probably Caption in the Monterey zone. Probably Caption sending it to the slots, but Gabe hits that one away. As Molon getting possession now. Hezzy step, but can't get a P3 off there. Trying to get through the middle. As Molon sending this off for Brandon. Brandon not quite there though. That's probably capturing a cross pass. It looks like they dumped that in, but Brandon! Blocked by Gabe. Great defense from the Manta Rays so far this game. 3 minutes to go in the first. Brandon in the slot now. He's open. Pulls it back, but hit away by Birdie. Once again. What a defensive masterclass from Manta Rays. They've been headed their zone for a while, but they just can't seem to get the offense to get it out. As now Liano trying to come to the middle, but Molon pinks that one away, and now Monsters Blue is off on a one-on-one. Blocked by Birdie. As Birdie will hit that one up, and that's intercepted by Spray. Spray looking for a cross pass, but now Liano on a breakaway! Scores! Liano breaks the ice with 2:19 to go in the first.
It's crazy because Monterey started with 2 men on the ice instead of 3. Talk about finding a way to get a chance off a defensive grace. A great play by Liano and an even better goal. There's a reason he was the leading goal scorer for this team. 1-0 Monterey.
Yo, well, can someone time out on our permission? We call TO.
Okay. So that's time to start home. I must be a referee.
Well, yeah, wait, I can't start it.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
I was gonna mention while you were, if there was a break in the action, but yeah, I mean, two men out there. They're doing the 2-men strategy because you have limited amount of people out there from Monterey.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of a scheduling mistake there, if anything. You know, people not showing to their games, and the NAMHL playoffs are an important thing. So it's important that you have players to show.
I think there's probably more important than the actual regular season. I think this is when team owners see who can step up. I think stepping up in big moments, that's what you can take away from the NAMHL playoffs as well.
100%. I mean, we saw last season, Fort Worth, former finalists, but lost to the Mexico City Cougars. They're seeing if they can finally bounce back and win one here.
2v2 era, bro. It was different. A lot, bro. NAMHL's weird.
As 1-0, Manta Rays now Liano with the go-ahead goal. As Liano won that face-off off, but pinged by probably Caption. Birdie hits on it for Liano, but now it's back to Birdie in the Manta Rays zone. He's regrouping. Sends the same side pass to Liano. Liano lobbing it past probably Caption, trying to send it through, but probably Caption with a good defensive play there. As Liano doesn't get enough space. Now Brandon carrying up the puck. Birdie trying to set a same side pass, but Brandon blocks that one. As Brandon, now Liano entering the zone. Probably Caption gonna send up there. Punching with Monsters Blue. Monsters Blue decides to go up. As the Manta Rays will change. Gabe will hit that one up on the red line. Outduel trying to get a pass, probably Caption. He does. Outduel and Chove both bunching on it. And probably Caption's going to regain possession for the Jets. As Brandon sending his on past the Monsters Blue. Whiffs! He's going to fan on that one. Now Chove entering the Fort Worth zone. Sending into the middle. Monsters Blue's going to hit that one up though. Molon trying to escape the zone. Trying to send a slot pass, but Chove is going to Block that one. Jovan Molong in the corner. Molong out muscles him. Molong trying to get it to Spray, but a great ping by Outduel. Spray. Shoveling that one up. Glove down by Softies and sent into the pizza slice. Liano. Liano behind his own net. Spray regains possession of it. Monsters moving the slot once again. Fans on it. I believe Gabe was in the slot there to block that one. As Gabe up same side, but Molong's there instead. Molong up the middle for Spray. Spray can't go get to it. Liano takes that one off Brandon, trying to send a slot, pass in the middle. And now Gabe finally gets possession of it. He's looking for a P3. Whiffs on that one. That's now Molong and Gabe. Molong up to Brandon in the dying seconds of the first period. And it's going to be a delayed penalty on the Manta Rays. The first power play of the game for Fort Worth.
Can you ask who serves? Then I'm muted.
Okay. Do you have permission to pen people?
What?
Do you have permission to pen people?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not. Yeah.
Okay, Liano serves. It's going to be a too many men penalty. And the first power play of the game, first power play of the playoffs. We'll see what happens here. Fort Worth dying to tie this game up. The power play will go into the second period. So we'll see what happens here. Brandon and Gabe on the faceoff. They're at the wrong one.
I'm gonna give him a 20 seconds. Pen. Edit.
Oh, wrong one again. Whatever. As Molong's gonna hit that one up. He's on the face-off now instead of Brandon. And 3 seconds left for the first here. Molong in the slot for Brandon. But Gabe with a great play there with around 6/10 of a second to go. And that'll end the first period. 1-0 Manta Rays. It depends if they skip or not, right? It can be like a short pass. It doesn't have to be. Oh, they're not skipping. Okay. I guess we can talk about the main talk points. I mean, what were our opinions on the first period, and how can Fort Worth bounce back here, being, the favorites to win this series? Yeah. I mean, one thing though you can really see in that first period is Softies has been playing, to put it lightly, out of his mind, especially in the first 2 minutes of that game.
I apologize for the rookie mistake. My mic was muted for the past 3 minutes. But what I was going to say, Fort Worth, I was going to agree, Fort Worth offensively looks great. They're continuing to put on offensive pressure, but almost at the lack thereof of defense. I think you can agree. The counterattack for Monterey has honestly been better than the actual offense.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, I think, Monterey, they've definitely been hemmed in their zone for a while. Fort Worth, they're taking advantage of those chances, and that's why they have 5 shots to 2. But the Manta Rays, like you said, the counterattack, that's how they got their first goal of the game, and the only goal of the game as of right now. As we're going to be skipping, I think we can...
Yeah, we are good to skip. Want to give a big shout out to Arden B having me hop on first NAMHL game I'm commentating. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on here. As second period will go underway. Gabe trying to get past the defenders, but Molong now gains possession in his own corner, his own end. As Molong lobbing that one up to probably caption Brandon, trying to send a P3 there, but it goes along the hash marks instead, not quite far enough. Probably captured up to Molong. A good ping by Liano, who just came out of the box. We are even strength now. There's a couple hits on probably caption there. Liano and Molong fighting for it along the boards. Liano pulling that one back. Gonna try and take it himself, carrying up the puck. Probably caption. Hits that one as soon as he entered the zone, though. Liano trying to pull that one back again. Brandon, I'm trying to get to Molong, but Molong was too far there, and it was Chove that hit it. Liano pulling that one back once again. He loves his pullbacks for sure. Again, a couple hits in the corner. Into the slot now. Pinged away by Molong 4. Outduel. Oh, Brandon with P2ing it. He's still in the slot. Shoots it. Blocked by Outduel. Shove the other way now. Pinged away by DC Gemmaster, who has just got on the ice. DC Gemmaster once again blocks one of Chove's shots. Up to Spray 23 now. Spray 23 is definitely playing on the forward jet for a while. Into the Monsters Blue. He finally hit a slot pass, but it's saved by Softies. As now Outduel and Monster is Blue. Into the slot now. Hit away by Gabe. Gabe definitely showing why he goes into those slots and hits them away for sure. As Monster is Blue's got a chance. Off the pipe. Beats the goalie but couldn't beat the metal. As now Birdie dumping that one in. The Monterey Manta Rays have 2 people on the ice.
It's been sort of their strategy the entire game. Obviously, lack of people in general. They've been sort of mixing in 3 people whenever they get the chance. But, you know, doing this work with 5 people, Leon's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, it's honestly a little bit surprising that they're even up right now. As Spray 23 trying to send that one into the slot, but Birdie makes a good defensive play. As now Birdie up to Liano. Birdie goes back to Birdie. Birdie back up to Liano. Liano along the boards now. Hit away by probably caption. It is back to Birdie for a 3rd time. Now Birdie up to Liano again.
Birdie and Liano, they're a big fan of ping pong, you know, back and forth.
Yeah. They just can't seem to get it out of their zone. It's now Liano's on a break. Probably caption. A big ping there. As that's sent in to the behind the net of the forward zone. Probably caption up same side to Brandon. Brandon up for Molong. Molong's got a chance. Hit away by Outduel. Now, Brandon in the neutral zone along the benches now. Gabe up the middle, but probably caption. Hits that one up to along the blue line. Probably caption up to Brandon. Brandon trying to enter the zone here. Gabe does it for him. Brandon and Gabe in the corner. Along the red line, sends him to the slot, but blocked by Chove. Not quite the right angle you need there if you're sending a slot pass. Gabe behind his own net now. Pressure by Brandon. Brandon, this one for Molong! Scores! Tie game!
What an opportunity for Molong. Molong was on the opposite face-off circle, basically. Jumped, almost lunged himself into that pass. It was supposed to go into a Monterey defender in front of the net, but Molong smartly gets in the way, and just like that, it's a tie game.
And that's exactly why Fort Worth is in this position at the 3 seed right now, and the favorites to win this series. In fact, Molong, I believe he scored the series-winning goal. I forget which series it was, but I believe it was against Toronto. He scored the series-winning goal last season in the 2nd round to send Fort Worth to the finals. As Liano, dumping that one into the zone. DCJ Master picks it up first, but still pressured by Liano. Liano into the slot for nobody. Monsters Blue up the middle. Great ping by Liano. Monterey's top goal scorer. Liano along the benches now. DCJ Master hits that one up for Spray and Monsters Blue. A great block by Monsters Blue. P2's it. Hit away by Softies. Great stick there. Is in the slot now. Hit away by Liano. Wow. Now Gabe. Gabe up the middle. Crosses it, but he dumps it in instead. He didn't know who was there. Counterattack is definitely weaker. Is in the crease now. Softies takes a second to get that one. As a cross pass to Gabe. Gabe looking for the go-ahead goal. But now DC Gemmaster the other way. That one's pinged by the Monterey defenseman. Spray 23. A big hit there. And it's not going to be called. DC Gemmaster up for Spray now. Playoff hockey. Wow. Spray and Outduel in the corner now. 13 seconds left for the second. Outduel just trying to kill time here at his own zone. Spray in the slot. Hit away by Gabe for what feels like the 17th time. As probably caption. Trying to get it up to Spray. And Outduel hits him at the end of the period there. See if there's a little bit of scrum. As that second period ends 1-1. We've got a tie game here.
Yeah, and I mean that's exactly what Monterey did not want. I mean, last thing they needed was this game to be tied. The offensive pressure was being put on by Fort Worth from the beginning, but it's because of Liano's heroics on a counterattack. We haven't seen much of a counterattack be useful for Monterey here in the second period. Only one shot on goal, so that's why Fort Worth has been pouring on the offense here in the second period.
Yeah, and despite only it being like 2 shots, Fort Worth has dominated the second period. And frankly, this whole game, it was honestly surprising to see that they were down 1-0, and that it wasn't already 3-1. And I think that reason for that is softies. The goaltending has been immaculate for Monterey, and that's because of softies. And I feel like they found their guy.
Yeah, we're getting breaking news that Monster is Blues actually bleeding on the bench, so they're taking the full time.
Nosebleed.
But I mean, I will say, I'm a big fan of Monster is Blue just because I have faced him multiple times in ones, and he's a very technically sound player. I think he's definitely bound for BHL, if not next season, probably the season after. I mean, Monster is Blue. I really like his game. He frustrates me a lot in 1v1s, and me being primarily a defender, that is huge. I mean, he's definitely technically sound, and we've seen some shots from him as well.
Yeah, Monsters Blue, despite his little bit of a struggle on the slot pass so far this game, he's been a great player. And, and after that goal, I mean, I think he might be bleeding because when he ran into the boards and fell down there. That could be why his nose is bleeding. But, I mean, it's just an unfortunate injury there, and I'm sure he's going to play. The blocky hockey players are tough after all. We will get this third and maybe potentially final period. We will see.
For the most part, I think they took that entire period of time to clean up the ice, clean up the blood that Monsters Blue was Monsters Red, because that was red blood he was he was spewing, but we are good.
We're good now as the third period underway now, 8 seconds in. Brandon entering the Monterey zone. Brandon trying to get on sides, and now Molong trying to key through that one, but Birdie with a good defensive place. He's going to go up now. Molong sending it past Birdie. So Brandon, a big P3, save! Flashes the leather, softies, keeps this game tied at 1. As Brandon trying for another P3, hit away by Liano. Brandon's trying to send in the slot now. Probably caption. Brandon is off sides. So is Molong. Monterey trying for a counterattack, but Brandon gets immediately on sides, and that one's saved by softies. 2 shots in the first 50 seconds of this period for Fort Worth. As Liano will go to change, Chove will get on. As Gabe in the slot, but Molong's there. Whiffs on it the first time, but he's got time. As Molong, for no one on the Fort Worth side, that's for sure. As Gabe, off the iron, it's in the crease! Scores! OMG! It's Gabe!
Talk about Gabe, more like, oh my god, it's a goal scorer. That was a fantastic goal from Monterey. To feel like the offense was just not there for basically the entire game, besides one counterattack. And just like that, Monterey takes the lead.
Just an unsurprising game, to be 100% honest with you, Cryo Justin. As I believe this goal will be reviewed.
Yeah, it says the goalie got hit. Does someone have the clip? I just want to see that.
I did see that. I don't have the clip. You can check the stream.
What's the stream name?
Here, I'll send it to you. But we'll see. It does say Chove hit Arbor.
Yeah, what's the stream name? Oh, no.
I sent it to you in DMs.
Semi, you're reviewing it.
We'll see what happens on this call. Especially in the playoffs. So if you're the referee here, there's got to be some tough calls you have to make, and this is one of them. I mean, I'll check the stream here too.
That's cool. Yeah, it did
Okay.
not affect. Music, I put it a bit slower.
Yeah, that's a goal.
Yeah, so you
You can call that a double goal because that's twice on Sundays, like they usually say. So Yeah, did you hear about this revelation with the JBHL superstar Joe Dog though? Arden B.
I have not, Crowd Justin.
He basically plays with his gaming chair, the back plate of it fully broken. So he basically just like lays down backwards while he plays walkie hockey, and he's still one of the leading goal scorers.
I have not tried that. Is this the strategy that blocking players need? Is this what Yuppie's hiding from us?
I think that's probably it. Maybe a broken gaming chair, and that's all you need.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely an interesting way to play. As we will get this period re-underway now as Softies with a great save! As I was saying, Monterey, that goal does stand. It is 2-1. As now Birdie. Oh, Spray takes possession of that one. Now Monster is blue. Mr. Nosebleed out to Spray in the slot! A great defensive play by the Monterey defender. DC Gemmaster now in the forward zone. Up to Spray. Birdie hits that one. DC Gemmaster. DC Gemmaster and Chove in the corner now. Who will out-muscle who? It seems to be Chove. Chove, a slap pass to Liano. Pulls that one back. Looking for his second goal of the game. Tried to make it 3-1, but couldn't quite get the net. As DC Gemmaster, a 2-on-1 to Spray. Hit away by Birdie once again. Just one of those underrated players that, you know, you don't really expect to be a crazy goal scorer, but you expect him to make the small plays to win a team a series. As probably captured a big shot, saved again by Softies. He's got double-digit saves tonight. The under pressure by Brandon. Well, gets past Brandon, but can't quite get past Molong. As Brandon had a chance there. But Gabe's going to pull that one back. Pinged a couple times by Brandon. Gabe getting it past Brandon. Trying to send it up same side to Falcon. I believe this is one of Falcon's first appearances tonight. I believe he's just shown in the third period. I believe his car broke down. As now, Brandon. Brandon along the benches now. A big hit from Gabe. And that's going to be a penalty on Monterey. Fort Worth gets their second power play of the game in the middle of the third period.
Big chance here for Fort Worth to tie it up. Would be huge because Monterey, really, with the limited amount of shots, they've been really good at capitalizing on opportunities. And I'm getting word, as we talked about the Joe Dogs story, R&B, I got word from Angry Ginger Boy, another top player in the JBHL. He plays on a laptop without a chair at all.
Who's feeding these JBHLers, and what are they feeding them?
You know what? And why am I not getting any as a JBHLer? That's the real question.
Yeah, exactly. As Fort Worth has pulled their goalie with 2 minutes to go. I didn't even realize that. He's in the Fort Worth zone now. Arbear's on the bench. Oh. A breakaway! Molong! Hit away by Softies up at the hash marks. An insane 4v2, but it will go to 4v3 now. Brandon, in the zone for Molong. Shoots! Glove down! Oh my goodness! Monster is blue. Almost had a shot there, but it was blocked by Monterey. Now Brandon is up for Molong again. Pinged away by Outduel. Gabe looking for the empty netter. Probably captioned though. Up to Brandon. A long shot. Save! Molong and Outduel in the corner now. Oh! Molong in the slot. Hit away by Monterey again. Outduel past two defenders. Looking to get past the third, but can't. Molong too far for Brandon. Birdie. Chipped it up and up. Molong in the middle. Monster is blue. I don't think he wants another nosebleed. As Leondo looking for the empty netter. Blocked by DC Gemmaster. He's cutting through the middle. Monster is blue again. He can't get off the ice and he can't hit the puck. As Leondo P3ing it. And that's the game. That will be the dagger. It's 3-1 Monterey.
The offensive pressure from Fort Worth was enough, but Softies, like you said, he is unconscious. Someone check his pulse because he is not alive with the amount of saves he's made today. Fort Worth has thrown everything and the kitchen sink at him, and nothing has gotten by him. And just like that, Monterey, more likely than not, will win this game.
Just such an intense game. I think everyone can agree that this is playoff hockey at its best. I
absolutely agree. You how can you not like blocky hockey? That's the main question.
100%. As Liano entering the zone again, looking for a third in his hat trick. With 30 seconds to go. As BC Gem Master. Getting that one past Liano. Now Liano up to probably caption. 20 seconds to go. It doesn't seem like forward has given up just yet. As now Chove. Chove hitting it up. He's on a break. Up to Liano for a hat trick. We saw it. He whiffs. Now Liano in the dying seconds to the third. Get your purple flags out. The Monterey Manta Rays have taken a 1-0 series lead. It's a MNT. Or no, PEO. Sorry, PEO. As we will take a 10-minute plane ride to Monterey for game 2. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I can't paste those stats. I'll send them to you.
Jalen Petrie, just mute everyone. Send a screenshot of the like mute all the mics and then put it on like a black screen for like 10 minutes.
I sent you the stat list. Just put it in.
Okay. Yes. Oh, yep. Okay, it's starting. Welcome back to another NAMHL playoff game here. My name is RB. I'm joined here by Cryo Justin, and we are coming off of a electric Game 1. The Manta Rays upsetting the Fort Worth Jets 3-1. I mean, how do you think the Fort Worth Jets can bounce back here like they're supposed to, and maybe even make a comeback here and finish out the last 2 games of the series?
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, they really controlled the game for the most part. It's just Softy's played out of his mind, and you gotta hope that he has an off game, you know, sooner rather than later. And I think Fort Worth is going to continue to do the same thing. But what I actually wanted to talk about, R&B, was I'm hearing through the tea leaves that San Francisco Shock are already looking at Softies to probably be a starting goaltender going into the next season.
That is honestly good for Softies. I mean, he's been absolutely electric in the NAMHL. You know, if anyone's just joining us, I've said this before. But he was 4th in Vesna rankings, and he still is 4th in Vesna rankings, I should say, in the NAMHL. You know, I think it's 100%. I think it's 100% a good choice. He started on the Saskatoon Blues, I believe. I don't know if it was a cup-winning team. It might have been with Z01. So he's definitely BHL ready after coming back.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, like we said before, going back to the game and what we're talking about here, I mean, I fully agree. I think Fort Worth needs to just have that same game plan. They're gonna connect on some shots. We saw them get those opportunities in front of the net multiple times, but like we said before, R&B, Softies just played out of his mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think the true talking point of this game is definitely going to be Softies. I think if you have BHL experience, you're going to be a good goalie in NAMHL, and I think we've seen that a lot for people with Brad FN. You know, despite him having, you know, maybe an 820 starting the season in his first 3 games with a 750, I think Softies is a different story here. I think he has the BHL experience, but he also has the NAMHL experience. He has both, to the point where he can be an elite goaltender and maybe even steal this series for the Manta Rays and sweep them.
I fully agree. I mean, really, it goes back to, you know, Monsters Blue sort of, we talk about people who we don't want to solo out, but I mean, you saw Monsters Blue had multiple chances in front. I feel like he can have a bounce back game. I feel like Monsters Blue, you definitely saw the opportunities, but he feels like he definitely got a little frustrated. He came out a little clunky.
Yeah, I mean, 100% agree. Despite him, I believe, getting the lone goal in the game, he could have had way more, and I think he might need to step up his game and might need even to be able to, you know, hit that rock a little bit more. But, you know, like you said, we don't really want to single anyone out. So, I mean, let's move over to Brunman, right? He played an electric game. He almost had a goal. He just does his thing, you know, from the neutral zone, but I don't think we can do that on Softies. I'm not going to lie to you, Crowd Justin. He's been very good in the P3s, and I think if you want to beat this guy, you want to 5-hole it past him.
Yeah, I fully agree. It's about finding the right angle with the shot as well, because sometimes what I saw a lot from Fort Worth is they were just trying to get shots on net. And when you're in the playoffs, you know, they're talking about like take every shot you can, but in reality, when you think about it, no matter what playoff series you're in, it's about the quality of the shots over the quantity, especially in blocky hockey. You can't just fully dive in and take as many shots as possible from like the sides of the net or way back, and we saw that multiple times, and Softies was able to make those saves. Get those like grimy saves right in front of the net, and I feel like if they do that, Fort Worth can win this game.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Crowd Justin. I think Fort Worth definitely needs to take advantage of those more gritty shots, like in the slot. You know, they definitely sent a lot into the slot, but I think the Manta Rays have been doing a great job at stopping it. They need to find a way to get past it, maybe even pass to the point at some times, and let, I don't know, whoever's the defensive probably captain just rip one and see what happens. Preferably a 5-hole, because, you know, as I mentioned before, Softies is amazing on the P3s. And, you know, I really think that if they can just get around that and get those gritty goals, I think they can definitely steal the series away. Yeah,
I was gonna say, you're one of the first people I've commentated with in blocky hockey in general that have called me by my full name, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I fully agree. I mean, Monterey, it feels like they have this game won. They understand that they're undermanned going into this game. It's with a chance to win and move on. So they have to just pride themselves on that counterattack. And I'm going to probably see a lot of that more from Monterey if they wanted to win the game.
Yeah, I think just the main thing for Monterey is you got to get the shots. I know you won that game 3-1, but you only had 5 shots in comparison to Fort Worth. What was it, 17?
Yeah,
you gotta have.
Softies was unconscious the entire game. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was insane. Do we have any score predictions left?
I think Monterey gets it done, but I think it's going to be 2-1.
You know what? Just for the sake of stream, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to say it's going to be 3-1 Fort Worth.
The sports media NBC strikes again. I think this could be a close series. I do think Fort Worth has the ability and star power to win this game. And I mean, you're going to have to look at Monster is Blue to really step up. Monster is Blue and Malong, both of them, you can agree, had multiple chances in front against Softies.
Yeah, and I think, my mistake, I don't think it was Monsters Blue who scored. I believe it was Molong.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think it was a great goal, and I think we're going to see more of that from Molong tonight, I believe. As we will get this game underway, Game 2. Monterey's...
Yeah. As we have this high school rink that we're at. Very impressive.
Yes, a shot saved by Arbear! That's a good first chance there. Monterey getting the first shot of the game. That is definitely what they needed. As now Birdie in the corner now in the pizza slice behind the Monterey's net. He's probably capturing, going to retrieve that one. But Gabe jumps on the Fort Worth bench. I don't know if he's picking fights or... But probably caption. Probably captioning in Gabe. It's on the boards. Gabe, back to Birdie. Birdie's going to regroup. Birdie, you want to be that guy that helps you regroup? Regroup the line. As that will be offsides.
Just like that. I mean, another chance here. Fort Worth can easily get a little bit of a shot opportunity here if they play this right.
100% is, Brandon hitting it up P1, winning the faceoff. Spray could have had a chance on it, but let Brandon have it. But there will be a fatal mistake as Brandon looking for space for a shot. It shoots and scores! Just what the Jets needed, and it's 1-0!
The person you have to single out there is Altu. I mean, he crouched in front of the puck, but it took him 17 years to set up the shot. I mean, you could have easily poke-checked that puck away. Clearly got the shot he wanted, and just like that, Fort Worth takes the lead.
Yeah, you gotta use their stick there. You gotta use your stick, Outduel. I'm sorry, not to, single
I guess
out.
You can say he got outdueled. I mean, that is just an insane, for lack of a better, analogy, just absolutely outplayed.
Yeah, it was definitely an unfortunate moment for Outduel there, but hopefully he can bounce back and, I could have him, maybe scoring a goal for them. I like defenders scoring goals, as Cho is going to win that faceoff, entering the forward zone. You see Gem Master in his own zone. And now Chove in the middle! Falcon! Hit away by Spray! As now Chove once again along the boards. Brandon, same side pass to DC Gem Master. DC Gem Master getting it past Outduel once again. Shoots! Saved by Softies! He gets his first save of the night. Sorry, not night game. As Outduel. Good pass up to Falcon, but Spray pings that one. Falcon trying to out-muscle Spray on it, but can't. There's no Spray up to Brandon. Brandon getting it past two defenders, but can't get it past Outduel, ironically. There's no Spray up to Brandon. Brandon whiffs on the first one, but gets the P1 up along the benches now. DC Gem Master. Dishes that one up for Molong. Couple P1s along the boards there, trying to regroup. There's now Birdie up same side, but Molong's there. And that's going to be kept in the Monterey zone, as that's going to be up to Gabe now. Escaping the zone, Liano! Once again, the top goal scorer for them. You got to see him step up more, as that'll be offsides. 2 goals in game 1. We'll see what he can do this game.
Yeah, I mean, just a very good back and forth game. I mean, Fort Worth just capitalized off a missed opportunity from Monterey, and I think that may be the difference here in the first period.
Now, Liano will probably caption. We're just talking about Liana. Now, probably caption up for Molong. Up same to Molong once again. Now, Birdie up for Liano. Probably caption, makes a good defensive play. In his own zone now. Along the benches. Up same side to Monsters Blue. Blast that one up. It's no Gabe. Still on the boards now. Ricocheting along. Liano, great scoop there. Getting past all the defenders. Looking to make it 1-1. Big save by Arbear. He's seeing his first load of shots tonight in this playoff series. Another save. Couldn't beat the glove, but beat the positioning. As now Liano would probably caption. Probably Caption trying to escape the zone. He does. Outduels there, though. Sends it back into the zone. Probably Caption. Same side. Now Brandon trying to get past Chove and Falcon. Gets the hit off, trying to send a slot pass. Brandon and Falcon still battling for it. Falcon sends a great slap shot up to Chove. Chove getting it past DC Gemmaster! R-Bear all the way up at the hash marks and just hits that one with his right pad. As Spray up same to Brandon. Brandon once again. Brandon and Outduel. Brandon hits someone away from Outduel, but Outduel. Pitchfork Brandon there. Now Falcon. Falcon, he's got space for a slot pass. No, he doesn't, because Brandon runs through. Skates with pure speed. That's up to DC Gemmaster. In the zone for Spray! Off the iron! Spray into the zone for Brandon! Blocked by Chove! What a play there! Spray 23 absolutely bricks that one. As now Outduel. Outduel and Spray. Outduel trying to kill as much time as possible. 35 seconds to go of the first. Outduel. But Brandon's there. Brandon looking for a long shot from the neutral zone. We know Softies is good at those. Probably Caption up same to Brandon. Brandon. Great defensive play and pokes that one. Is Birdie. A Birdie up for Gabe. Monster is Blue is on the ice. We talked a lot about him in the desk. Let's see what he can do. OGS Gabe up for Liana. Liana looking for a P3. Monster is Blue. Dying seconds of the first period. Looking to shoot that one. He does. Glove down by Softies at the buzzer. And it's 1-0 Fort Worth. Definitely a changed game after the end of the first period of last game being 1-0 Monterey.
Yeah, I mean, it was really off of a poor defensive mistake there in front. I mean, if you don't have that mistake by Outduel, this is a tie game. I mean, this has been a fantastic back and forth game. Fort Worth really grinding and pushing to, get back in this series, down 1-0. I mean, I gotta look towards probably Captions. I mean, he's looked really, really solid on defense and really has kept this team, in for Fort Worth.
I mean, I 100% agree there. I think Fort Worth is definitely playing a better game than Monterey. I think Monterey definitely needs to be better offensively, despite the shots saying otherwise. They've just been getting a lot of, short shots from the blue line, and I think Arbear can glove them down. There was one good chance there when Arbear was all the way up at the hash marks. He was still a P3 from the blue line, but it was a great glove by Arbear. So we will start this second period now. Molong and Chove. The two centers battling for it along the benches.
Unfortunate for a game of this magnitude, there's no fans, unfortunately, but...
Yeah. In the slot for Monsters Blue! Softies with a great glove there, stopping that one. See, that one wasn't Monsters Blue's fault. He's gonna block that one! Pinged away by Outduel. Monsters Blue and Outduel. Into the slot for Probably Caption! Probably Caption just to dump that one away. Doesn't get a good angle in the shot. As now in the neutral zone along the red line. Molong trying to sound that one up same side, but blocked by the Monterey defender. Chove. And it's over Monsters Blue! Hit away by Outduel, recovering from his defensive mistake last time. As Monsters Blue, he's on a break along the boards now. Cutting through the middle. Save by Softies. Monsters Blue in the shot again. Molong whiffs on that one. DC Gemmaster regrouping. Molong going for a change. I mean, what a play there as we will finally get a time to regroup. I mean, what? I don't even know how to explain that play.
Yeah, I mean, well, all I know is that Softies will not go soft into that night. I mean, he has been trying his best to keep Monterey in this game and start to try and close out this series. And he's done a fantastic job at it.
So, I mean, I don't even think it's crazy to say that Softies could be a front runner for playoff MVP if Monterey do get past this round. As Brandon, a big save by Softies again. Is now DC Gemmaster. Up same side to Brandon. Brandon, he's got a break. She tries to shoot him, but whiffs on it again. It is a Siphon Sunday, folks. As now Birdie. Birdie, a big shot there, all the way from the neutral zone, near the circle. As now, Birdie up to Gabe. Gabe P3ing that one, just wide right of the net, called Tyler Bass. Gabe again into the slot for Liano, pinged away by Spray 23. Both teams doing a great job of keeping away from that slot. Now DC Gem Master, up same side. Monster is blue trying to get there, but he doesn't. Birdie. Fort Worth changing now. Both teams are changing. Outduel just getting on the ice. Birdie going for a change now. So is DC Gem Master. Bowling will keep it behind the net. Outduel pressuring. Up to Monster is blue. 2:22 left of the second. Monster is blue now. Entering the zone. Can't get it past Falcon. Again, pulls it back. Takes the shot. Blocked by Falcon. As NC to Molong. Grazes the post there. Molong got a great chance to make it 2. It's Monsters blue again. A great glove by Softies. Molong pulls that one back. Pinged away by Monterey.
You can't even fault it on Monster is Blue. I mean, the defense for Monterey has really stepped up here in the second.
Now Chove. Chove cutting through the middle. Takes a shot. Oh, just wide of the net. So many chances for Monterey, but they're not registering as shots. This Monster is blue up to Molong. Falcon pressuring that one. Molong trying to cut through the middle, trying for a Michigan. Sorry, a lacrosse move. As now Molong once again. Molong into Brandon, but gloved down by Softies. Softies doing an amazing job of gloving down those slot passes. As Outduel gonna try and kill as much time as possible. As Leono's going to take it from Outduel. Outduel going for a change. Spray 23 pressuring. He's got a touch on it. But Leono. He goes to probably captain instead after a P3. Brandon. Brady pings that one. Still 1-0 Fort Worth. A minute left to go in the second. Brandon. Blast one! Scores! Brandon's got 2!
How about that? You heard that ping off the pipes from all the way to Norway. I mean, that was a insane shot from Brandon from the corner. Nothing else to be said. That's just a shot that not many people can save. And just like that, it's 2-0 Fort Worth.
Threads the needle on that shot. I mean, I guess it's just what he does. He's been doing it for 20 goddamn seasons. As now entering the faceoff, 10 seconds to go until the ref drops the puck. Shout out Missia ref in this game. Last time was Dripsky.
Missia not a fan of the compliments. I don't think Monterey would be either, the way they're playing.
100%. As Brandon, up same side again, trying to recreate the goal he just did 20 seconds ago. Brandon pings on that one. Now Birdie. Brandon cutting through the middle! Where was that going? As Gabe, up same side, Brandon again! As Spray back up to Brandon. Brandon's got a lot of touches on the puck these last minute of the period. As now, Gabe. Gabe's got to break up to Liano. Liano takes the shot! Glove down!
That's a fantastic save by Arbear. Are you kidding me? Across the crease, he slides to the left. And that's a fantastic save from Arbear, preventing Monterey from scoring. And they have been frustrated all game long.
Just seems like the roles have reversed, as they're going to be an FOV on the play. This Monster is blue. Oh, who's stepping up? It's going to be probably Caption. Stepping up on the face-off. Seems like Monterey have definitely found their footing. Probably Caption. And a P1, P2 that out. Last dying seconds of the second. Clock ticking down. A couple of hits there in the corner.
Missia trying to calm down the fans. There was about 17 hits in the corner there. So I think the ref was he's gonna have to call that a penalty because there was about I'm pretty realistically there was like 4 hits there in the corner. Someone was not having a good day. That was that was quite the call there.
Now the question is this Monterey showing their first signs of being frustrated about this game?
100%. I absolutely agree. Once you get to this point in any situation, I mean, I was in the same situation against Guangdong for JBHL. If you don't realize, Guangdong was up 1-0 in the series, and they were, it was a tie game going into overtime, and you can cut the tension with a knife. I mean, it was crazy in there, and you really have to have poise. And if this is the first time of cracking for Monterey, this could do very terrible things for not only this game, but for Game 3 as well.
I mean, that's saying that there will be a Game 3. We don't know yet. But if there will be, there's definitely a good chance that there will be. I think it's just going to come down to who is the most disciplined, who controls the most nerves, and who has the most veteran experience.
Well, I mean, I have one question to ask you then. If you don't think this is going to be a 3-game series, do you believe in miracles? Because that's exactly what Monterey needs to get back in this game.
I think I believe in miracles. We'll see, though.
Oh, boy. Jared Goof can fly again, I guess. but we'll get right back into this game. I think there's 2 penalties.
Yeah, they're...
I believe from what I'm seeing from the ref, it's 2 penalties. I could be wrong. So I think there's one or 2. Sparky the Penguin giving Misia some positive encouragement.
Yeah,
probably Captain saying his head hurts too, along with the nosebleed we had last game. All over the place for Fort Worth.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna see a 1v3, which is we haven't seen that since that one San Francisco Stingrays game, and it was pretty. Oh no, it's only gonna be 1 pen.
Really, one pen for 4. 1 pen for 4 hits is I'll keep that in mind when I face Quebec. Don't you worry. I'll use that to my advantage. I'll get my money's worth when I'm facing Bagels.
I mean, yeah, Kowalski write that down. You know what I mean? But
that's a great reference. Oh my goodness! Wow, the ball knowledge. Oh my goodness.
It'd be funnier if it was Mexico playing, but
it would.
Yeah.
Well, I think for Monterey, they want to tell you like you didn't see anything because that's how they've been playing most of this game. Yeah, I mean, Fort Worth going on the power play is definitely going to be interesting. 2 seconds already ran off the power play, so
Yeah, well,
see if they fix the shot clock there.
I think the scoreboard's being ran by Toasted XD, so there's a little bit of some mishaps here.
Okay. I mean, you know what? I'm actually a fan of Toasted. Toasted's a pretty chill guy.
Okay, yeah.
Me and him, I've honestly talked before. He's pretty good. He's a good guy. He gets the cryo seal of approval.
He's ravioli approved. All right.
And there we go. So will be 1 penalty there. So
there we go. This has been a weird start to the third period, but
it's one of the games of all time, let me tell you.
Yeah. As apologies for the technical inconveniences as Molong to Monster is blue! Getting straight back into the action now is Outduel cutting through! Pinged away by Fort Worth. Wow. Just not letting him get through to the net, despite Arbeck being a great goalie. Now Chove couldn't get a hit on that one, pressured by Molong. As now Chove cutting through the middle now. Off the pad of Arbeck. As now Molong probably caption up to Monsters Blue. Chove can't get a pass, probably caption. Outduel sending a great pass up there to Chove, but probably caption pings that one. Probably caption pinging everything, including his own goalie's passes. As now Monsters Blue, he's got a chance! Grazes the side of the post!
Monsters
really
Blue, it's time for Monsters Blue to get a job as a plumber. He's hit the pipe so many times. I mean, goodness me. One of these have to go in.
It's just so unfortunate for him, but as now Molong trying to summon the soft force. Speaking of the plumber, Monsters Blue. I don't think he really loved getting a job, though. He'd rather play Geometry Dash. As now, Outduel and Liano. Or, sorry, Molong and Liano. Liano, up the penalty box boards. As now Brandon cutting through the middle, pinged away by Birdie. As now gave a cross pass to Birdie. Oh, wait, that is not the pass you really want to. But Softies flashes to Leather. Up to Spray now. Spray can't get a great shot off. What just happened there? A quote-unquote great pass from Birdie. As now DC Gem Master too far for Brandon, as Birdie will regroup. Up to Liano. DC Gem Master up for Brandon. Now Birdie. Up to DC Gem Master again. DC Gem Master. Back up to Brandon, but Liano gains possession of it. Trying to get past both Spray and DC Gem Master. But can't do that. Now Brandon and Birdie. Still a lot of nothing right now, but it's a little bit of nothing. Oh, like leaned over to the Fort Worth offensive zone.
I mean, they're really just pouring on that the best defense is offense. I mean, and they're just keeping the puck in that offensive zone, and they're doing a good job. Oh my goodness, Brandon is twerking on the ice. A sign of disrespect towards Monterey. Oh my goodness.
So he'll get off to change, and he'll go to his little Brandon booster seat. It's now Outdoor. Outdoor cutting to the middle. Blasts one up, but too far. Molong. Along the boards now. Ricochet is off the boards a couple of times. A P2 up for Chove. former JBHL All-Star, but he's an UG. Monster is blue! Off the iron again! Stop it! Please! So Falcon has the puck. Oh my goodness.
Sparky trying to get the positivity movement going, and then immediately going Monster is brick. I mean, he's just having a rough series for him.
It's probably captioned, regrouping for Fort Worth. He's gonna send that one up to Monster is brick. Monster is brick! He didn't even brick it this time. He airballed. Apologies for the insults if you're watching the vlog review. But, DC Gem Master from half sends one! Saved by Softies off the pads. Great rebound control there.
That's an insane comment.
That's now Spray 23. Spray 23 behind his own net, pressure by Chove. 1 minute to go of the third period. Chove up to Liano. They're trying to get their first goal of the game. DC Gem Master Liano, good hit there. I don't know who hit who, but no, Spray 23 and Liano. The Monterey and Manta Rays are getting desperate. So we could be seeing a game 3 here if they don't walk in. Now Birdie, saved by Arbear. He's got his 5th save of the night. Seems like Fort Worth shots are finally paying off in Monterey. Seeing the effects of it, it's Liano off the iron! Couldn't beat the goalie. Could beat the goalie, but couldn't beat the pipe.
You needed that. That's the goal you needed.
Despite it only being 20 seconds left, you really needed that momentum. That's now Liano sending into the slot. Glove down by Arbear. He'll hold on to it. What is happening? Monterey will TO. This will finally get our first break of what feels like in 17 years. That time without a break could have been an adult.
That I don't know about that. We may have to get some parental confirmation on that. You know, I'm probably the guy it's unfortunate. I'm probably the guy to go to compared to everyone else age-wise. But yeah, I mean, Monterey, I mean, it's possible, but I mean, you have to score basically immediately and just get lucky on the face-off. It's looking really bleak here in game 2 for Monterey.
I mean, my philosophy, there's 16 seconds left of the game. There's 2 goals left. A goal every 8 seconds. That is 100% possible, as they've pulled their goalie. Never mind. Molong. Oh, it's kept in the zone. Molong can probably caption both on it. Couple hits in the corner. Molong will try and kill time, and he's successful doing it. 5 seconds to go. Needs a goal every 1.5 seconds, but they're not going to get it. As that'll be at Brandon. Does he know there's a game 3?
So will he be suspended for game 3, or will there be a penalty for the next game? That's the main question. They're trying to break it up, a little bit of a fighting back and forth a little bit, but I guess we will move back over to Fort Worth. I mean, I mean, this is starting to look like a little bit of a rivalry. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think the disrespect, you know, your first sign of a rivalry is disrespect between other players, in my opinion. And, you know, I don't think this is just an on-the-ice thing. I think it could also be an off-the-ice, knowing Brandon. You know, I think this could be an actual thing that they hate on each other for, and I think going into Game 3, this is going to be an electric game.
100% agree.
What? Yeah. We'll be right back. We'll be at 5 to 7 minutes. Welcome back to the final game of the series. Welcome back to this Monterey-Fort Worth series. It's been intense, especially in the end of Game 2. We saw a lot of Brandon disrespect, and I don't think he knows that there's a Game 3.
I don't think he does. I don't think he realized that there was a playoff series, let alone a Game 3. I mean, the absolute disrespect from Brandon. I mean, will that play a factor? Will Monterey sort of be a little charged up after that? That's the main question.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a matter of if Monterey gets, you know, like you said, charged up from the game, or is it going to be Fort Worth that's going to crumble not only under the pressure but under the mental game that they've created. You know, it's going to be a very intense Game 3, and I don't think there's going to be any place in the game where there's going to be little action.
Yeah, I think we're already going to get started here momentarily as well. I think both teams are ready, but I mean, yeah, talking about just overall the series in general, it's been a very good back and forth series, but a little bit of chipping. Like I said, it's going to go back to the emotion of it. I feel like a little bit of a rivalry is brewing, and you can sort of see that with Brandon taunting, the hits at the end. So you could easily see something that could make for an electric Game 3.
Yeah, so we'll head down to ice level here. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. As we'll get this intense but also hilarious series back underway for Game 3. I mean, this is we're getting underway here. I don't know what else to say. As Molong, he winning that one up, but Chove's going to regain possession of the puck, getting the first touch on the Monterey's in this game. Probably captured up same side to Molong. Molong pulling that one back as a way to try to get the pass, but it doesn't work. So, probably captured up for Molong again. Molong to Monster is Blue! Don't hit it off the post! He hit it off the goalie! Monster is Blue! Sending it to the slot now for Molong! Glove down by Softies. Has now Gabe and Monster is Blue in the corner. Probably captured up for Monster is Blue. Back to Monster is Blue. We're playing a game of ping pong here. It's now Monster is Blue and outduel again. Outduel, up same side to OMG gets Gabe, but way too far as he blasts that one with a Poison Stick P3. Monster is Blue, trying to get the shot off, but hit away by OMG gets Gabe. Now Chove. Chove looking to P3 that one, but a good defensive play by probably Caption. Into the slot now for Gabe. Doesn't go, as now Molong. He's on a break, takes the shot, saved by Softies! Gabe the other way, but Brandon hits it for Arbear, his own goalie. There's now DC Jetmaster. Birdie's going to P3 that one into the forward zone, but quickly escapes. Brandon, a long shot, but gloved down by Softies. Spray with a rebound on a hard angle, but that's going to hit off the side of the goal. Brandon once again trying to P3 that one. But Liano's there. Liano taking it up the benches now. DC Jetmaster up for Brandon. Brandon crouches on that one. Hold back with Liano. Liano takes the shot! Scores! He scores! Breaks the ice is the Manta Rays!
What did I talk about right before our first game, R&B? Big time players make big time plays, and that's exactly what you got from Liano. And just like that, they will take the 1-0 lead.
I mean, there's a reason why he's a point-per-game player. You know, Arbear not covering his short side, just blasts one home with a P3, and I mean, what a goal there.
Insane stuff. I think it goes back to that end of game 2, R&B. The Monterey just felt disrespected after the Brandon hijinks we saw that entire third period.
Yeah, well, we'll see if, they get fueled up even more. Or if... Oh, Liano again! Glove down by Arbear. As I was saying, we'll see if they get fueled even more, or if Forworth bounces back. Specifically, Brandon, perhaps. As now Birdie trying to leave that one for Liano. Doesn't quite get the memo. Now Birdie. Up for Falcon. Falcon. He's going to try and get that one. He's going to scoop that one. But for Liano now! Glove down by Arbear. He's learned his mistakes and snagged that one and covers it.
And just like that, I mean, it's Arbear both. I mean, it's been a great series back and forth. All honesty aside, a little bit of memeage, a little bit of excellent plays. You've seen a little bit of everything here.
And hopefully we get to see a little bit of more. As Monster is Blue. Monster is Blue and Chove in the corner. Wow, Monster is Blue with a great P3 ping there. Back into the corner. Some hits there. Monster is Blue, I believe, gets hit twice. As now Molong, he's on a break. Pass out duel. Shoots to tie the game. He's got it! Molong 4 assisted by the man himself. Monster is Blue. We've got a tie game.
Maybe Monsters Blue can sort of get some pointers from him to hit the post and get the rebound chance. That is exactly what Molong did. And just like that, it's a tie game.
I mean, once again, both goals have been off their goalies not covering their short sides. I think that's the one weakness that both Molong and Liano both took advantage of. Molong being a little bit differently, as Softies covered him more, but, I mean, we've got a tie game here off of some 2 great goals.
Absolutely agree. I mean, it's just been a great back and forth series. Just to think, this, the NAMHL is probably about to get really star-studded with the amount of JBHL talent coming in as well.
Yeah, JBHL talent like Selex and Bor and Wad, which I believe is already in the NAMHL. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so, but
I think he is, but he will get ineligible after this season. I mean, both of them in the firm race for MVP candidate as well. I mean, it's been a great. The Huskies just look automatic.
Oh, what a save by Softies!
Stole your thunder there, but no worries, Softies had us. How about that?
That was just an insane save. Slides across. As Birdie just now getting on the ice. Birdie up to Falcon. Brandon, I believe he just got on the ice. Brandon once again. DCJ Master and Brandon both on Falcon. Gets it out. I believe there was a hit there, but Clippe calls corner. Brandon to DC Gem Master. Oh, but Arbear hits it up for Spray, but it doesn't quite work because now Liano entering the zone. He's going to pull that one back, trying to cut through the middle. He's behind the net now. Sends a slot pass in, but doesn't go to anyone as now Brandon can't get it past Birdie. Now Brandon again, once again can't get it past Birdie. As now Liano again to make it 2-1. Big save by Arbear off his pad. And now Spray 23, he's on a breakaway. Tries to 5-hole it, gloved down by Softies. Wow. Now, Liano trying to send a slot pass once again. Brandon hits that one away. Liano and Falcon both on it. Brandon wished on the P3. Spray getting on sides now. Brandon once again. 48 seconds left of the first period. Birdie. Sending it up to Liano. Liano up for Falcon. Falcon looking for a shot. Hit away by DC Gem Master. A great deflection there. DC Gem Master. Gonna pitchfork that one. Still in the neutral zone now. As now... Oh, Gabe has a chance. Sorry, I didn't see his name there. It's now Molong 4. Molong 4. Went into the wrong corner block. He's carrying up the puck now. But hit away by Gabe. As now Gabe once again. Gabe looking for a shot. Just in his feet. Can't get the shot off. As now Gabe again. Pulling that one back. From the red line. Doesn't quite shoot it. I thought he was gonna. But probably Captions is gonna dump that one down to outduel in the 9 seconds. And we've got a tie 1-1 game here.
Unbelievable stuff. I mean, overall, just a fantastic back and forth game. Monterey got the goal early on to sort of set the tone, but Fort Worth easily responded. But it feels like a little bit of a rivalry is brewing, and those rivalries that are the best are to be, I think you're going to agree, is those rivalries that sort of bounce back off each other. Those where you get the best games, when you have a rivalry.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, I think, I believe that this is one of these rivalries for sure. And I don't see this as their last time playing up against each other in the playoffs. It's now Monsters, Blue, and Chove. Chove into slot pass. We didn't really have a desk. I believe the ref skipped it. It's now a great save by Arbear there. Now once again, as now Molong, he's got a chance. Outdoor chasing him. Glove down. Flashes to leather once again. Softies. Molong cutting to the middle again. A great play, but an even better save. Softies once again playing the way he usually does. So Molong again. Another save. As Outdoor finally able to get it out. Now Gabe trying to get it up for Chove, but it goes to Monsters Blue instead. Monsters Blue, P2 up to Molong. Molong, he's on a breakaway! Shoots! He's got 2! The Fort Worth Jets are up 2-1!
Monsters Blue, again, that line has been soft as silk. I mean, it's been a fantastic line for Fort Worth. And just when Monterey thought they were really controlling the game, Fort Worth comes back and is doing a great job. I mean, they've been controlling the game for the most part throughout these 3 games, but a little bit of a hiccup in game 1.
I hate to burst your bubble here, but it's going to be called for too many men.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what happened there. I have to check back on the replay, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that was too many men or not. You know, we do have an amateur ref in here, but you know, a ref's a ref, I guess. But I don't know. This could decide the game. Molong 4, I'm not gonna lie, I do not know the right call. I'm gonna check the replay here. I have no idea. Where's the... Okay, it's a good goal. I personally don't think, you know, I don't like to be very biased as a commentator, but I don't believe that was a goal. Or a good goal. Or I don't believe that was not a goal. That's Brandon trying to make it 3-1.
I mean, almost got phone with a puck don't lie.
Scores! And 1! Brandon gets his first in the game.
Oh my god. I was about to say if we had a moment, but we don't with how explosive this Fort Worth offense is. The tall tale saying is after a penalty is puck don't lie, and that's exactly what happened. Fort Worth now has a 2-goal lead.
Did you say, I mean, 2-goal lead, worst lead in blocky hockey, but it's also a lead in blocky hockey, and Fort Worth has been dominating so far this game.
I fully agree. So, I mean, I just don't see how they sort of come back from that.
It's going to be difficult, but, you know, they've done it before. They're not the favorites, but, I mean, they were up 1-0, let's remember. Skibbity Chola 81 just joined the game. Anyway, DC Gem Master and Liano. Birdie.
That can't be a real username, I'm sorry.
That's no... God. Falcon, trying to get a past Brandon now. Sent into the corner. Brandon outmuscles him. Up the middle for Spray, but Liano does a good job of getting back there. Why is Skibbity Toilet 81 a ref?
We get a little wackier in these NAM games, let me tell you.
This is truly something. As Birdie lets Falcon regroup it, but he just dumps it in as now Fort Worth will regain possession. Spray was pressured there. Lets DC Gem Master P through that one up to Brandon. Brandon and Birdie in the Monterey zone. Brandon is cutting through, looking to make it 4-1. If this was the Maple Leafs, it'd be the worst lead in blocky hockey.
Hey, as a Bruins fan, I love that statement.
As a Leafs fan, I don't. Now
unfortunate.
As Molong. Well, Outduel. It takes a little bit for him to get in the slot. Outduel makes another defensive mistake, but thankfully recovers and keeps it from being 4-1. As Molong cutting through the middle now, saved by Softies. He's sending the one back to the corner, but Molong, who's pressuring him, he's got time. Monster is blue. Hit the net. He did. Score, man. So, Molong up across the Monster is brick.
That man's name is Blue.
Oh my goodness. Molong. Mentor trying to change. Monster is blue. Can't get the shot off.
I was gonna say you mentioned 2-goal leads. As long as James Reimer isn't in net, you're fine.
As Monster is blue, he's on a 1-on-1.
That was a laugh of pain if I've ever heard one there.
Yeah. Anyway. DC Gem Master, up same side, but no one's there. This game's action has been put to a little bit of a halt, as now Birdie, never mind, he's got a chance to Liano! Looking for 2. Can't get the shot off in the slot. Brandon and Liano. And that's going to be a delayed penalty! The fans are stunned in Fort Worth! It's a Monterey power play!
Where is Fort Worth, anyways?
Right? Texas?
I think it's near Dallas.
Yeah, it's in the Dallas area, I think.
It's in the Dallas metro area, but there will be a timeout here for Fort Worth.
As we have some little time, you know, to use the time that we didn't get to analyze the game in the first intermission. I mean, what's happening so far in the second period? Like what went wrong with the Manta Rays?
I think Fort Worth is just realizing their potential. I mean, first game you sort of saw it with the counterattack being sort of their live and die by strategy, and it's just not going to work out for you if you're Monterey unless you generate some shot opportunities in game 2 and 3. And they haven't been able to do that to a consistent level. And just like that, I mean, Fort Worth has 14 shots on net. You're bound to have some pucks going to net.
Yeah, and it's not even the end of the second period yet. I mean, Softies, despite letting in 3, has still been playing out of his mind. This whole series, if the Manta Rays lose this, and it's looking like they will if they keep playing like the way they do, we could see Softies, it's not going to be his fault. He's faced, 50 shots? 40 shots? It's 100% not his fault.
Also, it doesn't help that they only have 5 people on the bench. Just 5 people on the roster.
Yeah, and they still managed to steal a game from the 3 seed. So now, we will get back to our regular scheduled pro rating! Gabe! Looking for a shot there, but once again, Arbear standing on his head. Just like both goalies have been doing. Softies maybe a little bit more, though. Brandon, looking for a P3 now. Against his little buddy Outduel. OMG, it's Gabe. Sending a pass to Birdie! Wide of the net! 25 seconds left of the second. You need that goal if you're Monterey. That is very unfortunate. It's a Siphon Sunday, Liano. Oh, no. Probably Cashin and Liano. In the corner, 10 seconds left of the second. Liano cutting through the middle. Into the zone for Gabe! Off the iron! Hit away by Arbear! 5 seconds to go! Brandon! He's gonna crouch on the puck there into the slot. I believe he got hit in the dying seconds of the period there. Maybe a little bit of revenge. Or maybe a little bit of resurgence of what happened at the
I mean, that was the goal you needed. The perfect pass from Liano right into the slot, and it just hits the post again. How many times has they hit the post this series? Like 17? I mean, it's been insane.
I think they gotta remind him, hey, we're not playing post here. There's goalies in the net. You know what I mean? And I think
if the goal was to hit the post rather than the back of the net, they would be winning like 17-5 in all 3 of their games. It's really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I think like it's just a matter of hitting the nets. They're not doing that. They're beating the goalie, but they're not putting it into the net, and they're not beating the red medal.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, obviously, we were talking about JBHL earlier. I mean, there's a the story behind JBHL is the goalies coming in. Sultan and Cook, Swaymark, and Willie all looking like fantastic goalies. Do you think any of them will be in? Have you ever seen players just make that immediate jump to BHL where you could see that possibly with the players coming into the BHL draft?
I think the BHL draft is definitely going to be a stronger one than previous years, but I think, the last couple of goalies that I've seen that have gone immediately to BHL is Brooks Zien and Dancer. Those were the 2 best goalies in the draft, and some of the best goalies to be drafted in the past few seasons. Spooky Mouth being one of them in S18. And, Monster is blue looking for a shot! Oh my goodness. Sorry to interrupt myself there. As I was saying, I mean, yeah, I think they've definitely got the talent they need to, and I think it's definitely possible that they could just have an either immediate non-HL spot or BHL spot. As there's going to be a penalty on Monterey, a Fort Worth power play. The fans are cheering loud.
Fans are also wondering, why are they in Fort Worth, out of all places? And wait, are they calling the penalty shot? No, they're going to call interference. Took me a second. Took me a second there. I was going to say a penalty shot would have been immaculate for Fort Worth, but no, it will just be a power play.
I'm not even sure what happened on the penalty here, but Spray is going to pull that one back for DC Jetmaster, but he takes it himself. As now already a lot of the power play has been killed. As now Spray's on a break. He tries to take the shot. Pinged away by Birdie. No up for Gabe. Gabe trying to get it past DC Jetmaster. Short-handed, but Spray is now on a break. Another huge ping by Birdie. What a penalty kill for him he's had. Now Brandon in his sweet spot, but hit away by Birdie for a 3rd time. As it'll be even strength thanks to Birdie 3-1-2. It's now Brandon. Birdie will go for a change. Liano's on. A big shot saved by Softies. As Chove will get on now. Monterey's have a full 6. As now Brandon, big save by Softies. Keeping this game and keeping the Manta Rays down by 2. Not 3. It's Chove. Chove along the boards now. Monster is blue, sending a cross pass, but to nobody. To no man's land. As Falcon will take a sweet time despite being down 2 goals. That's now Molong sliding in. Trying to P2 that one into the net, but he pulls that one back. Looks for a shot, but Liano hits that one away. Liano's now on a break. Takes the shot. Big save!
You gotta just tip your cap to Arbear. I mean, even with the shots Monterey has been able to get off, he's been automatic. 1 goal. It's not really his fault. And just like, I mean, he's been playing out of his mind here in this elimination game.
Oh, 100%. I think it's just been a goalie battle, except Fort Worth with a little more offense. It's now Molong 4. In the neutral zone, pressure by 2 Monterey defenders. He gets past both of them, but he P2s it instead. Looks like he was going to shoot there. He dumped that one in instead, though. As they're probably captioned. Sending it across past the Monsters Blue. He's got a chance, but Chove hits that one away, and now he's pressured by Molong. Great block by Molong there from Chove's P3. Molong gets us off for Monster is Blue. He gets one! He gets one! He gets one! Monster is Blue!
Monster is Blue finally exercising the demons of the goalpost, and just like that, he finally breaks through. And you have to feel good for Monster is Blue. I mean, he really did. He hit the post 17 times this series. I mean, like Fetty Wap said, he probably hit the post 17 or 38 times, but overall, I mean, Monster is Blue finally getting one to go. And I mean, it's got to be a good feeling after you hit the post so many times, Arden.
I mean, I think every single time, if you hit the post 17 times, like, you miss 100% of the shots you hit the post on. I think that's my little philosophy there. You just gotta hit the nylon, and he finally did it. Despite being 2 feet away from the net, he did it. And Monster is Blue is on the board, on the scoreboard as a goal for the first time in this series.
I mean that it's maybe too early to call it. We've seen comebacks of bigger proportions in less time, but I feel like Arden B, I think we can say for now that might be the dagger with the way Monterey is playing.
Yeah, and a big shot by Molong there. I think Monterey have just been falling apart, quite frankly. And the rebound, Monster is Blue! He's got 2! Oh my goodness! Rides the boat into the sunset. It's 5-1.
Monster is Blue. I mean, this has to build up your confidence not only for this series but next series as well. I mean, it feels like Monster is Blue's now. If he's in a groove now, he can be dangerous for round 2.
100%. If he's like this in round 2, scoring 2 goals in what, 5 seconds, 6 seconds? I mean, some would even say 6-7 seconds. I think it.
You beat me to it.
It's insane.
You beat me to it. I did it on a JBHL broadcast. I think I did it on JBHL or BHL. But man, beat me to it.
Anyway, Monterey has pulled their goalie despite being down 4. Molong looking for a goal here. I believe his last goal was the first goal of the game, or first goal for Fort Worth at least.
They should see if Softies can stay in his goalie gear, pull himself, and then see if he can get a goal. Try and help out this team.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they need, but what they don't need is another penalty, as the Klimpe will call another penalty on the Monterey Manta Rays, basically sealing their season.
And they're saying that the goalie pulled too early. Interesting call here.
It was called 20 seconds late, though. I kind of agree with Packers.
Skibbity Toilet is still a ref. He actually is reffing. This is an actual legitimate human being with a username.
Is this Lowell? I don't.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure here. It's something Lowell would do, or Shug.
Skibbity Toilet 81 sounds like that's an old man's like birth year, and just like this name's hit for the kids, you know. I got it seem relevant, you know. But
oh, so it's TJF 101. All right.
Oh, okay. What a downgrade to the name he has now.
Yeah. We're gonna have a little stoppage here. I don't know why they're just delaying the inevitable here. I think that was an unneeded pen. I don't know if it was for the goalie being pulled too early, I believe it was.
For those who are not familiar, would you like to familiarize them with what they mean by pulling the goalie too early?
Yeah. So basically, you can't pull the goalie. Like you can't pull the goalie and have an extra skater on the ice. Past the before the 2-minute mark. Like if it's like 2 minutes 20, 2 minutes 10, that's not good. But if it's like 1 minute 40, 1 minute 30, that's fine.
See the New York Rangers strategy where they pull a goalie with what 4 minutes to go and it worked like two or three times. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I would now as a coach, I would absolutely if there was a power play at the end of the second period, I'm like, yep, pull the goalie. We're fine. We don't gotta worry about it.
As it will be, Birdie will serve the 2-minute men penalty. 1 minute 48 left to go with the third. Another Fort Worth power play, looking to make it 6. Brandon will pull that back to spray 23, but he can't get a hit on it. OMG escape, looking for a break. A great save, but it goes in! OMG escape! Off the rebound! Arbear couldn't quite glove that one, and it's 5-2.
I mean, that's got to be embarrassing if you're Fort Worth. I mean, you already have this game secure. That's just going to affect you mentally, and you can't have that happen in the next round. I mean, hey, miracles happen. Are we on the cuffs of seeing a comeback? I mean, I would be surprised, but miracles do happen.
I mean, they do happen, but will it happen in Monterey Bay, or I guess more known as Fort Worth Arena? I'm not sure here. You know, it'd be amazing to get a win off the road and, you know, head into round 2 with a 5-1 comeback win, but, you know, maybe pull a Toronto versus Ottawa in the bubble, but we'll see.
Oh, that's a great shout. Great throwback.
As on DC Gem Master, we're going to make it 6-2. Can't get the hit off on the P3. OMG, it's Gabe. Trying to send it up. There's a big P through there. Not to mention, that was a shorthanded goal. Now, DC Gem Master, big save by Softies on the mistake. And Softies runs out of his net. If he hit that, I believe it was going to be a penalty for being outside of the trapezoid. As OMG, it's Gabe. Carrying up the puck. Looking for a P3. DC Gem Master makes a great play. Now, OMG, it's Gabe with time. Pulls it back right into DC Gem Master, though. He didn't realize he was there. DC Gem Master trying to pull that one back once again. Finally is able to. But Brandon regrouping for the Fort Worth Jets. He's going to try and waste as much time as possible. Oh my goodness! Oh no! As Joe looking for a P3. Brandon does it again. Monterey is pulled. This is just insane behavior from Brandon right now. And it's going to be a delayed penalty on Monterey. Guys!
30 seconds ago. Yeah, how about we just wrap this up, my brother? Like, what are we doing, bro?
There's no need to call a penalty with 30 seconds left and 5-2. Just put the whistle away and let him play. The shots are 20-8, brother.
If you didn't know, if you watched the previous JBHL first round series between the Deers and the Mallards, a record was broken. Would you believe?
What record?
So the record that was broken was the most amount of shots on goal by a team in a playoff game. Mallards got 39 shots on goal.
Against the Deers?
Against the Dewsbury Deers, yeah, it was.
Oh crap! I'm their head coach.
It was not pretty. Let me tell you.
Oh. I feel like they're just calling ghost calls now. What I feel like this Clippy guy needs to. Does this Clippy guy have the permissions he needs to like, you know, or did he just buy a ticket and put it on a uniform? I'm not 100% sure here.
I don't think you can walk into an arena and say like, "Hey, I'm Skippy Toilet." They're like, "Yeah, you're a referee." Like,
yeah, I think you're like, "Hey, I'm here to be a referee," and you're just like a random guy, and you're just like, "Yeah, here you go."
Yeah, I mean, while we have a moment, you know, obviously the Stanley Cup Finals are happening. And I heard something that made me feel old. I already feel old being in this server. But, you know, just talking about how Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is in his 13th season. I remember when he was a rookie. I remember playing with him, like, and doing a franchise mode back in, like, NHL 12, NHL 13. It was, yeah, that made me feel old, let me tell you.
That is,
When it comes to Unk, I'm your guy. I got you with that Unk wisdom, you know.
Yeah, the oldest game I played was NHL Legacy Edition, so I'm not very familiar with the older games. But
NHL Legacy Edition. I don't remember that.
I don't know if it was on the 2K series. Like, it was my first. I think it was released in like 2014.
Dude, my first NHL game was NHL 06.
Wow! Oh, Brandon! He pulled a Monster is Blue. He missed it and hit the side of the net. As I probably captioned, 15 seconds. Oh no, Falcon! See, that's a penalty. But are you gonna call that with 7 seconds ago?
Don't hit the puck.
Don't hit the puck. Don't hit the puck.
No!
Gabe! It's just not a P shot.
Maybe a poop shot, not a penalty shot.
Genuinely.
Too many men penalty, I believe, was called. There's 2 people in the box. The guy just putting people in the box now just for the fun of it.
And you know, I wonder if the Manta Rays are gonna get a little bit of PTSD from flying a plane back to their city. They're flying in a jet after all.
Yeah. Oh, bazinga! What a way to end it. How about that?
I mean, we can if you do. I don't think they do interviews just because of maybe the. I don't think we should do interviews. We can do it off stream, but.
And how about this, Arden B? Before we end the broadcast, no handshake line. Both teams not gonna handshake each other after that series.
Yeah, and I think it was mostly the Manta Rays. I mean, they're lined up. Monsters, Blue Molong, and probably Caption. And I think, you know, maybe some karma will get to them, and maybe those 3 players will be the X factors of next series. But I mean,